I honestly thought they went to space.
No, okay. I know, I feel like I look like a
Oh, I
rat
definitely
right
look like my name's Lana. No, my name's Lala. Okay. 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 Hi guys. So Alright, hi guys, it's Lala. I am in the Army and I branched FA. I'm stationed at Fort Sill and I'm in a rockets unit.
Nice. Hi guys, I'm Lene. I'm in the Air Force. I am force support and I'm stationed in Colorado.
And we are here to answer some of your questions that you guys left us on Instagram. So let's get into it.
Yes, we got about 30 questions and some of them are kind of similar. So we'll just go through and answer the relevant ones. Okay, the first one was ROTC versus OCS, but neither of us did OCS. So we can do ROTC versus the Academy.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to go first?
Okay. So I did ROTC at Ohio University, and it was a really great option. And I did Air Force ROTC, and it allowed me to live a regular life and also do military stuff during the week. And I still got to commission as a second lieutenant, but I had a little bit more free time than I think that they have at West Point or the Naval Academy or the Air Force Academy. And also, depending on your job that you want in the military, ROTC people don't always get picked first for it. And at the end of the day, even though it wasn't the prestigious route per se, I still ended with a gold bar, so I overall liked it and recommend it.
Okay, awesome. So I did go to West Point. I'm a 2021 grad and I branched FA. I think West Point was it was a very good experience and I hated it in the moment and there were multiple times where I wanted to leave, but I'm really happy that I stuck it out and I stayed. There's obviously like great days and terrible days, and then we also have a time in like the winter where it's called like the gray period, where just everything's gray, like literally, and then we call it like the depression era, I guess. But because like our buildings are gray, like the sky turns gray, and like our uniforms are gray, like it's just everything's just like,
that sounds depressing.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, like the friends you make from it are like unbeatable, and I think that's like a huge reason why I did stay. And then of course like the alumni network afterwards is just, I think, honestly unbeatable. Like there's so many grads and they're so willing to help you out, and I think that is like a huge like weight lifted off your shoulder, because obviously like it's nerve-wracking to like finish college, like get a job, but like I always know like I have, well, my team and then like all the West Point grads to like back me up after. But yes, we did have a lot of military trainings like on weekends. We're restricted to post, which is not very fun. Freshman year, you get like one pass a semester where you can go to the city, and then it increases as you get older. And then senior year, it's like almost every weekend you're free to do what you want if we don't have a training or a football game. And then we have summer training, and that's probably about it. Yeah.
That was good. Okay, the next question is view on routine with field artillery versus personnel affairs, or AKA force support. So you want to go first about your routine with field artillery?
Yeah, so It's a little different because it's like Army and Air Force, but the Army has like motor pool Mondays where we're just at the motor pool, fixing vehicles, getting everything ready, and then we also go to the field a lot more. We have field exercises, we go to NTC, JROTC, and a lot of our like daily schedules are like training to go to those events. So it's just like planning con-ups or like training events, going to meetings, and yeah.
So for force support, my career field, we run the base. Well, we do a lot of things. Force support covers services, lodging, admin, personnel, all of the things that are kind of behind the scenes to help run the base. So therefore, we kind of work banker's hours, I would say, when the base is open. So my routine, I'm very lucky to have pretty much a 9 to 5. My exact hours are 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. And we don't go to the field as much. I did just do a field exercise, and there are different exercises available, and deployments and stuff are still available for my career field, but we don't actively train in field scenarios the way that her career field does. So that is definitely something that's different. But yeah, pretty normal 9 to 5 for my schedule.
And then I will say, like, ours is not like a 9 to 5. Like, if we need to stay longer, we will stay longer and get the vehicles fixed or figure out whatever we gotta do. So sometimes we're there until 7, sometimes we're there until, I mean, I've been there until like 8:30. So like, it really depends.
I want to commission, but worried about not seeing my family. How's that been?
I think it's been like pretty normal. I can go see like family when we have like 4 days, or like HBL, which is like holiday block leave, and then we also have like summer block leave. Your parents can come visit you, like.
Yeah, I would say the military is still kind of like a job, meaning you are given time off. You're not exactly, yes, you're in the military, and yes, depending what's going on in the world, you will maybe have to deploy, but that's not forever. That's not your entire job, all 4 years that you sign your contract. And military members, we get 30 days of leave per year, and like Lana said, you can use that in chunks, you can use it in blocks, and where you're stationed, your family, your friends can come visit you depending on what's going on, and you can also use your leave to go visit them. So I wouldn't say, unless of course you're stationed overseas or deployed, I wouldn't say it's any harder to see your family, at least in our experience, than maybe a normal job where you moved away to a different city.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed.
Okay. Ooh, do you feel that prior enlisted make better officers?
I think this is a tricky question. I think yes, sometimes, but sometimes no. And I only say that because I would say yes because they have like more knowledge than like a second LT coming in. I mean, honestly, we really don't know anything. Even like from an academy, like I didn't know much about like big army and like the real army. It was kind of just like, we had a lot of West Point rules. So I think it's like awesome that they have so much more knowledge about like the big army, but I think sometimes they can get a little like big-headed, and I hate to say that. But.
Yeah, I would say no, not necessarily all the time. Sometimes yes, but I firmly believe that leadership, sure, it's your experience and what you know, obviously, but it's also how much you're willing to learn, how well you get along with the people that you're leading, how well you can make decisions, all of those things. And that doesn't necessarily matter if you were prior enlisted before or not. It's kind of like character building and how you lead and who you are as a person. So yeah, you could be prior enlisted, but you could also still be not that good of a leader. And I think that people that go through the ROTC program and the academy, even though they are not technically enlisted at that time, they are still going through 4 years of military training the way an enlisted person would if they just enlisted at 18.
Yeah.
And they're still learning all those things. So rather than being an officer versus enlisted question, I think that it's just it's a dependent on that person's character.
Yeah, I think that's a good answer. I'd also say that, like, it's important to want to learn, like, from others, even if you are enlisted, because there are some things that are, like, different from the officer side versus enlisted. Actually, very different. But also, like, be willing to teach. Like, you know more than us. It's kind of like a given. So, like, make friends and, like, educate us. Like, want to make us better, and then we'll, like, forever, like, want to make you feel, I don't even know the word, but, like,
Yes.
do, like, be your best self too, and, like, we'll, like, help you, like, with anything. I kind of went the last one.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so several people have asked us either A, are we both staying in? How long do we plan on being in the military? And yeah, do we plan on staying in? So we got probably 3 or 4 people asking if we were gonna stay in. So Lana?
Valid question. Short answer, no. I will not be staying in. Can't give too many details right now, but there are some circumstances which I wouldn't be staying in anyways, but regardless of those, I don't want to stay in and make it a career.
So I don't plan on staying active duty because for me and for my goals specifically in life, it's not going to be sustainable for me to stay on active duty. But I love the military in the fact that what I've learned, the discipline that it's given me, the opportunities it's given me, so I don't want to leave completely, and I do plan on joining the reserves and staying in the military part-time. But I will definitely not be staying on active duty because there's other opportunities that I want to pursue and explore in the civilian world, and I actually also want to move closer to family. So I want to have control of where I live.
Yeah. So, short answer, no.
Okay. Let's see the next one. Okay, this is actually kind of for both of us.
Okay.
If you had the opportunity to transfer to Space Force, would you? Lana?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know much about it. I've seen some, like, funny TikToks about it, which is like, oh, the aliens are coming, like, we finally have a role, like, Space Force. I think it's so funny, but I think it's very cool, and, like, I'd be so open to, like, learning more and, like, switching, I guess, if I'm staying in. But yeah, it sounds really cool.
Yeah. Okay, so for my first assignment, I was actually assigned to a Space Force unit. So I know a ton about Space Force, I know a ton of Guardians, and I would say it would be like a 50% chance. If something really cool came up in the Space Force, a really cool opportunity, I would consider switching. But nature of the job, for all of you that don't know, Space Force people do not go to space. It is talking about cyberspace, so computers and being locked in a skiff, a room with no windows and no outdoor interaction for hours on day and staring at a computer. So that can be very hard depending on what you're interested in. And honestly, truthfully, yes, like how smart and intellectually sound you are with computers and all of that. So for me, I'm not the best with like data systems and different things, Intel. So I would be interested in switching, but truthfully, I don't know how good I would be at the job. So it's harder than you think. So I would say sort of would be interested, but it would have to be a pretty cool opportunity. The Space Force also doesn't have like any career fields open, hardly, so everyone would have to switch to like Intel, Space Ops, or Cyber, and that can be hard if you don't have previous experience in that.
Okay, hold on, 2 things.
What?
First, they're called Guardians?
Yes, Space
literally
Force
awesome.
Guardians, just like
Guardians of the Galaxy is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
what
actually
they did
awesome.
with it. But how Air Force are called airmen, Army is called soldiers, Navy are called sailors, Space Force are called guardians.
That's actually, honestly, I'd switch just for the name.
They also have blue name tapes and very cool patches.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick. On the other hand, I honestly thought they went to space.
No, okay.
That's so embarrassing.
That is a common misconception. Cyberspace.
God.
It should be called like the Cyberspace Force.
Yeah.
But no.
Big difference.
And-
maybe no, I don't
Yes.
want to join.
And they do obviously protect our assets in space, like our satellites
Right.
and everything, but just from here, from the ground.
That's actually really embarrassing. But now you know if you did it.
No, that's a common misconception.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Okay. Which country have you not been to but would love to go to?
Oh, good question. I've always wanted to go to Bali.
Ooh.
Or Dubai.
Yes.
Those 2 are like my top 2. How about you?
So I'm in a Europe phase because I just got back from Italy and I really want to go back even though I was just over there, and I would love to go to Scotland and Switzerland and Croatia.
Okay, look at you.
Yes, completely different vibes there.
Very
But-
different.
Yeah.
But that's awesome.
Okay, I think that's all the good questions.
Okay, well, thanks so much for joining us. But we love you guys, and thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye. Easy and good.
That was good, and these were like good questions.
Yeah.
This is like a cozy like fireside
I
chat.
know,
I
it's
love
actually
it.
so cute. So it won't even be like a podcast. It'll just like be
Yeah.
us talking to each other.
Yeah.
Okay,